When we looked at the aims, we had a bit of debate about this because it is an epic. What we needed to do is to break down it into some chapters. So what we've actually got here is some of the chapters in building economic resilience, because the epic would be too big to try and explain in that size of block. So we used our fictional council, St Albans. Can I say that? Okay, we identified some of the aims. Just run through these really quickly. It was about keeping employment in the area, reduce environmental impact of business and commuting and the actual just living there. What are the priorities, which was important? Strong local strategic partnership, engaging with local businesses, stronger economic planning, and transport infrastructure improvement, because we felt that was really important. So those were just some of the themes where, as learners, this council had decided they wanted to find out about. Okay, that just gives it some context. When we were looking at the methods, again, people can use a pick and mix approach to this. Some of these chapters could be fairly deep and need a completely different approach to how people are going to learn, to something that may be fairly shallow, for instance. Some stuff may just be off the shelf. Here is a how-to guide. Other things may take a real in-depth session. So we've got a real mix of how we would learn as well and how we would help people with that learning. And I think the methods that we've used kind of reflect that. When you first look at this list, you think it might be a bit all over the place, but it's certainly not a one-size-fits-all for something of this nature. I mean, one thing we didn't have on there, and it may be, is a website, because it's such a big theme. What we feel we need is a website as an introduction into this is the theme and this is what we can offer, and these are the different products. Just to expand on the products a little bit, that may be going down and spending a few days with people, actually doing a kind of a needs assessment around what they actually need. Now, it's got needs assessment on there in terms of the communities, but we think there's also a need for a need assessment from our customers. What is it you actually want to know about? What is it we can help you with? Again, because it's so broad and so wide, we're going to need to narrow that down. Just move this right, yes. So we've added a little bit to the needs assessment there. Another one was a stakeholder analysis, again, because this contains participants from, just to give you an example, it's council staff, it's local businesses, it's the third sector, it's people from social enterprises, it's people from our PFI build around our schools, huge businesses, small businesses. It's a wide range of stakeholder analysis, and we need to do that with our customers. Who's actually affected by what we're trying to do here? I love this study tour. All come to Tameside. It says another part of the world. Well, it may feel like it once you get there. That's really important, because what we think about this, you can talk about all this and we can show you the bid and we can show you our products. You need to come and see what's actually happening on the ground and hear, and actually come and speak to people and hear their stories. You need to come and speak to the people who've actually benefited from what we've tried to do, and from people who've input into doing the work. So we felt that study tour, because a lot of these are also about the physical environment as well, about the environmental stuff that's been going on. So we thought that was important. Consultancy, again, that's around the consultancy. Some of these, what we're trying to achieve, would benefit from just going and speaking to people, some high-level consultancy, but we feel it's also important because it's a bit more than consultancy. It's actually touchy-feely stuff and staying with people and seeing it through, and we're not quite sure what you'd call that hand-holding stuff as well on some of the themes. Again, perhaps a bit more of I don't want to use the word shallow, but that's right, it's a toolkit, a how-to guide. This is how you can set up a Tameside Works First project, take Tameside off, put St Albans. Some of the stuff is fairly straightforward. May go hand in hand with one of the other learning experiences, but some stuff here is a toolkit. Again, co-design workshops. We changed the name of the lot, and we did co-design workshops with our business leaders, but we didn't call it that because they wouldn't have come, so we called it a business summit. You know, again, it's about language and the way that you do that, because they would not have turned up for that. We wanted to use storytelling again. That runs through everything that we do, because it's a 30-year story, and there's elements of that really celebrity. We got a free card. Are these free, these ones? So we said free. Member development is something we need to do. Yeah, we said it's free. Member development. Roles and resources, it's set up time, it's people, it's resources, it's identified leads, who's going to be doing what. And again, it's council, it's third sector, it's business. We're not going to do this on our own. We're going to bring in all our partners to actually deliver what we need to do. It's commitment. We've got very practical stuff, venues and materials. money for publicity, get all your marketing stuff right, and your communications, websites, processes and outcomes, all your governance structures, how we're going to run this in the organisation, and a project plan with who's doing what, by when, and how much is it going to cost us to actually deliver this to our customers, and then review it. And I'll sit down now. Thank you.